Hello, everyone. I'm Zhaojing from the University of Southern California. Today, I'm presenting our work optimizing robot behavior via comparative language feedback. This is the joint work with Zhaojing and Miru, otherwise by Stuart Russell, Anca, Dragan, and Erdem Bıyık. The problem we focus on is reward earning. Assume the human wants the robot to perform a task. The human user has an internal reward function, while the robot doesn't know it. So the robot needs to learn this reward function through interactions with human. And here is the mathematical formulation of this problem. In this task, the human user may prefer the robot to get close to the cube and keeping away from the bottle. Tau is an example trajectory. For human user, there is a known function phi that maps the trajectories to a set of features, like the average speed, distance to the bottle, distance to the cube, etc. And we assume the human's reward function is a linear combination of these features, parameterized by W. The goal of reward earning is to learn this W efficiently. One solution to this task is preference-based learning, where the human user is shown a pair of trajectories, tau A and tau B, and choose his preferred one. Then the robot can learn the reward function through this comparison feedback. So what's not satisfying in this procedure? First, the human user needs to look at both trajectories to give feedback. Also, the user prefers tau B to tau A can be either tau B is closer to the cube or it is closer to the bottle. So that the robot doesn't know which feature the human user pays more attention to. As an alternative, we can provide the robot with language feedback. In contrast to comparison feedback that carries only one bit of information, language feedback is more informative. For example, the human user says he wants the robot to move closer to the cube. Then the robot knows the user weighs the distance to the cube more than other features, and it can learn the reward function quickly. Also, in this case, the human user only needs to look at one trajectory to give the feedback, which helps to reduce the burden of human user. To utilize language feedback for reward learning, we need to first learn a shared latent space between trajectory and language. To learn such a latent space, our training data is consisted of trajectory pair and language feedback. The language feedback depicts the difference between two trajectories on one specific feature, like move closer to the cube if tau B is closer to the cube than tau A. Note that this language annotation does not necessarily align with human's preference. It just describes a difference between two trajectories. Next, I will talk about how we map the language feedback and trajectory to the same latent space. For the language part, we use a pre-trained BERT model to encode the language feedback L as psi L. And on the trajectory side, a neural network encodes the action pair from trajectories A and B to embeddings. We then take the average of these embeddings to get the trajectory level embedding phi A and phi B. To encourage phi A and phi B to carry sufficient information, we employ an autoencoder-like architecture with a reconstruction loss. Then we align the language feature psi L and the difference between phi B and phi A with an alignment loss. The overall training objective is the sum of alignment loss and the reconstruction loss. To better align the language features and trajectory features, our training is composed of two phases. In the first phase, we freeze BERT, only train the trajectory encoder and decoder. Then, in the second phase, we co-fine-tune all components of the model. Training this architecture enables us to encode any trajectory and language utterance to the same latent space. For the trajectory encoder, we try with different BERT variants, including BERT Base, BERT Mini, and BERT Tiny. Those BERT Base performs best. We choose to use BERT Tiny in consideration of computation efficiency. To test the trained model, we conduct an experiment where we improve trajectory with language feedback from human. We start with a set of trajectories and choose a suboptimal one. Then, for n iterations, we first get a simulated language feedback from human, then use this language feedback and the current trajectory to find the next trajectory. We repeat this process until the optimal trajectory is found or we reach the max number of iterations. We try with both noiseless and noisy feedback. Results show that we can successfully improve robot trajectories with both noiseless and noisy feedback from human. This indicates that our trained model well aligns the language features and the trajectory features. So in summary, in this work, we learned a shared latent space for trajectories and language feedback. We also show that the proposed framework can improve robot trajectories with feedback from simulated human user. In the future, we plan to use the architecture for preference-based learning. For example, we can construct and imagine trajectories by adding the trajectory features and the language feedback. Then we can conduct preference-based learning on this imagined trajectory and original trajectory. We will also conduct experiments in other simulation environments as well as on real robots. Thanks for listening.